referee referred to Larry Bird's tough shooting game. And is that really what all the problems are centered around, in your opinion?
I think the inside game of the Celtics has evaporated in addition to Larry Bird's outside shooting. So the two-pronged portion of their set offense, the inside game and Larry Bird's outside shooting, have both deserted them. And I think Robert Parrish is the key problem right now. He's not able, he doesn't feel comfortable in the low post. He's spent so many games playing outside because of the muscle tactics of these other teams that he's out of the groove.
Do you think they'll go to Parrish more to start the second half?
They might try to do that, and they also might try to go to Maxwell to try and make something happen in that department. He's very, very good going to the basket in the low post, makes something happen, good passer, invariably gets fouled.
You think the Celtics might have been a tad comfortable coming in knowing that the Lakers had that long trip?
I don't really think that's a factor, Dick. I think they just came out a little bit flat. It has to do with how you practice sometimes in these series. You know, you're at a fever pitch in the prior series and it drops off, and in just a couple of days you lose that emotional edge yourself. I think the Lakers, if they weren't physically tired, which I don't think they were, still had an emotional peak going for them in this series.
Don't forget, Thursday night we'll be here at Boston Garden live at 9 o'clock Eastern for Game 2 of this World Championship Series. All the games will be live here at CBS. That'll be Game 2, and then the scene shifts to Los Angeles for Games 3 and 4. And of course, following this game, we'll have final round action of the Memorial Tournament. Jack Nicklaus, who hasn't won in 2 years, is trying to win it on the Muirfield course that he designed. That'll be coming next on CBS after this game. The Lakers will inbound as we start the third period. And Tom Heinsohn said, watch the big man, Parrish. Bird and Parrish each 2 for 7 shooting, and that's no way to win a ball game.
That is a big part of their offensive strategy for them to score, and they've provided nothing.
Kareem just provides 2 more points and 25 so far in the ball game. The leading scorer for the Celtics is Kevin McHale with 14, and he's come off the bench to get those 14.
You always love to come out of the timeout, the locker room, with a hoop.
Oh, they're up again by 15 points. Kareem got a hand on that ball and Parrish hit. So the Celtics go to Parrish just as the Lakers went to Kareem. They trade baskets, and it's back to 13. Going to the hoop, James Worthy is fouled. He switched hands to his left hand.
Robert Parrish feels he can't do anything right now. It looked like a clean block. He picks up number 4. Key decision for Casey Jones to let Parrish in or not, but he's got to get him in the ball game and make him a contributor, so I doubt he'll take him out.
James Worthy hits the first free throw. So Robert Parrish, less than a minute into this third period, picks up his 4th personal foul. And so things can get critical for the Celtics up front. 69-54. It's a 15-point lead by the Los Angeles Lakers. They're trying to get a game on the road. By the way, the Celtics have not lost a playoff game at home in these playoffs. 9-0. Parrish. This is the baseline hook. Here's Magic Johnson. Cooper pushes it up. Bird the rebound. His job, he once told us, number 1, to get the team running. Dennis Johnson going in against Kareem. Too hard off the glass. Rambis the rebound. Magic Johnson. That pass from Rambis out to Cooper was stolen by Dennis Johnson. Blocked. Henderson shot blocked by Kareem. 4 on 3 right now for Los Angeles. And Michael Cooper gets the rebound on his missed shot. And Worthy is fouled, and Worthy pushes Dennis Johnson momentarily, but it might have been what they know as a flash knockdown in boxing. Didn't mean it.
Kareem never got up the other end of the court. I'll tell you, it's hot in here, and that headache may be wearing on him. He had a super first half, but the pace of the game and the minutes he played might start to have a telling effect on him.
Now, we don't know if he is bothered by the headache now because he said he was better, and so we don't know exactly whether he's bothered by it. He was affected with it earlier, and he didn't come out for practice or the team meal, but he has shown no effect. He's got 25 points and has been a solid pro at age 37 for the Lakers. They lead it 71-54. Nearly 2 minutes gone by, third period. Laker foul. It'll be their first of the period.
Well, the Celtics trying to get Larry Bird the ball in the low post to try and take advantage of Michael Cooper. He's much smaller, but he's not having his game today, Larry Bird.
Third foul on Michael Cooper. Against Rambis is Maxwell. And the Celtic shots that were rolling off early in the game are rolling off once more. They're not getting any of those bounces. But the Lakers are in control of this ball game. They are playing with the assurance that's befitted their style lately. Kareem over Paris. They're cooking. 27 points for Abdul-Jabbar. And Kareem may be hit with his third personal foul. 3 fouls on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. We have a timeout with 9:29 to go. Capacity crowd, and the Los Angeles Lakers have opened up their biggest lead of the game, 19 points with 9:29 remaining in the third period. Last year, when the Lakers were swept in 4 by the Philadelphia 76ers, the Lakers led in every one of those games at the half. The only time the Celtics have had the lead, first basket of the ball game. 15 on the shot clock. Dennis Johnson shooting from the corner. Kevin Lockery mentioned the Celtic guards have been off. Parrish. Robert Parrish, 9 points for the Chief. Knocked out of bounds, still LA ball.
And you better get back quickly, even after a made shot, because LA will move it down the court as long passes and more long passes.
I wonder if that guy's keeping cool with that. Kareem, skyhook. 29 points for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. His career high is 55 points against the Boston Celtics back in 1971. Bird keeps it alive after Henderson's miss. Maxwell spins his way in, but he's short with it. And Rambis clears it for the Lakers. Pushing it up, Magic Johnson. Cooper on a low pass is held. And that was not a smart foul. Dennis Johnson's third.
They had a fast break opportunity that time. It was a 3-on-2, so it might have been a decently smart move, Dick.
It was a low pass, though. That's the only reason I say that, because he had to pick it up on his shoe tops. Scott Wedman and Kevin McHale are going to be coming into the game for the Celtics. McHale, the leading scorer for Boston. Wedman has not yet played. Worthy spinning his way in. Spins his way out of bounds. And it's Boston ball. So here is Kevin McHale, who is the leading scorer for the Celtics with 14 points. And he's joined by Scott Wedman, a 10-year veteran who was an all-star in Kansas City, who doesn't have much speed, but has a lot of savvy and is a good outside shot.
Casey Jones is searching for some offense.
Dennis Johnson going in with a layup.
Somebody with some hot fingertips.
Wedman is guarding James Worthy, or Magic Johnson. Parrish with 4 fouls is on Kareem. He has played with 4 fouls here. Flying in, Worthy, rebound Parrish. Celtics way back, trailing by 17 points. Bird, foul. And the foul is on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That's number 4 on Kareem.
And Larry Bird knew that Kareem was coming over to block that shot. That's how smart a player he is, and he, more than anything else, made Kareem foul him. He sees Kareem coming, and the way to take it to a big man is cut down his reaction time so he can't block the shot. He took it right to him.
Swen Nader is going to replace Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who goes out with 29 points. Nader scored 1 point when he was in there. Kareem is 11 for 13 from the field and is having a terrific all-round game.
Boy, he has been absolutely sensational. So even though he's picked up this 4th foul, they're in command, and the rest will do him well.
Well, that's what the lead can do. You can sit down a man with 4 fouls when you're up by 15, but When your center has 4, he's got to play when you're down by 15. James Worthy makes it 17 points. Worthy has 12 in the game.
And they will go to him. They figure when Jabbar is out of the ball game, he's their low post player.
Parrish trying to get some points, loses his footing. Plenty of time on the clock. Nader has him boxed out pretty well. Wide open is Wedman. And that's why Wedman's in there. Outside shooting. Fast break, Worthy. Effectively saves it. No. It's Boston ball. He tried to throw it off of Wedman, and he couldn't do it.
Yeah, but Worthy, the power forward, up the court. Would you believe it? Beating everybody.
That's his style. Under 7 minutes remaining in the third period. On a double team. Bird. Short. Magic Johnson. Celtics are getting back on the fence. 3-on-2 anyway. And Worthy on the break. And you can't do anything against those forwards, as you pointed out, with their great quickness. Interception. Another turnover. Magic again. 17-point lead, and the Celtics just can't get in the game. They got down to within 8 points at one point. Worthy against McHale. And James Worthy is taking over this ball game. He has scored 10 so far in this third period, has 16 in the ball game. Dennis Johnson coming back, and he is fouled inside.
We're going to see right now the quickness of the Lakers in action, how they can beat the likes of Kevin McHale. Here it goes. Magic Johnson has Worthy on the one wing, and look at McHale trying to hustle back in Parrish. It ends up a 3-on-2. That speed and getting the third man up there is so important.
But Magic Johnson has picked up his 4th personal foul, and there's...
We're going to see the quickness of their second go-to guy, James Worthy, and he's going against really one of the best defenders the Celtics have in Kevin McHale in that low post position. But that quickness, when he faces up and looks at that basket, you are almost out of it, because he can go either way, right, left, or over you.
Kareem and Magic, 4 fouls. Parrish, 4 fouls for Boston, matching the biggest lead of the ball game. The Lakers are up by 19. Dennis Johnson, however, shooting 2.
The Celtics have on their court right now, as we look at John Havlicek, my former teammate with the glasses, getting right up there in my category.
Yeah, you wear them too.
Yeah, but I got the grannies. I mean, he got the full-fledged. But the Celtics have their slowest team on the court right now, trying to stop the speedier Lakers right. Wedman at the guard position. They need him for the outside shooting, but they're giving up an awful lot in speed.
James Worthy. See hot. 18 points, 12 in this period alone. James Worthy has already surpassed his playoff average. Parrish. Nader the rebound. Bird slops it away. He leads the team in steals, feeding McHale for the basket. There hasn't been much for Celtic fans to cheer about today. McHale has 16, Dennis Johnson 14, and Larry Bird has 12, but a very quiet 12. 5:35 remaining, third period. Once again, 19-point lead. 17 and a loose ball foul. 83-66 the score. And the foul is on Kurt Rambis. So Kurt Rambis has 3 personal fouls. Lakers and the Celtics met for the finals 6 times in 8 years. In the mid-60s, concluding in 1969, the Celtics won all 6 of those championship battles. But the Lakers, taking hold here, have dominated this ball game.
What the Celtics need right now, needed for the better part of a half, is some decent outside shooting.
Right.
And they've put Scott Wedman in the ball game in hopes that he will provide it. He hit 1 open shot. Dennis Johnson is a player that has to hit a few open shots.
15-point lead. Celtics narrowed it to 8. And the Lakers had a big lead earlier, but James Worthy is owning this third period. Nader grabs the offensive rebound, and here comes Dennis Johnson. 3-on-2, but Byron Scott comes into the play. Almost forced the turnover. Dennis Johnson hits the shot. The words, no sooner out of your mouth than the Celtic guard hits.
That's his range, around 15 feet. When he's out around 18, he's got problems.
And Pat Riley wants to call a timeout. Is this a good timeout?
I believe it sure is, so they can gather themselves together and let this game slip back into the hands of the Celtics. But right now, Casey Jones' adjustment of getting some outside shooting in there. Scott Wedman, even though he gambled a lot, he's